So I'm Guy Farley, I'm the CTO and co-founder of ManyPets. So we started ManyPets with the goal of disrupting pet insurance, and we felt at the time that meant to us just kind of doing everything a little bit better. So, from marketing and approaching people online, to the digital experience we give them, to the insurance product that we give them, to the customer service when they call us. We felt if we could move all of those things on, sort of 10%, 20%, whatever the arbitrary number is, we'd end up with an overall service that disrupt the market and would give us a good place in that market. A few of the things we did, we were the first people to allow you to join with pre-existing conditions. We were the first people to wipe out those pre-existing conditions after a couple of years. We were the first people to give money back to customers that didn't claim. So there's a whole bunch of, in and of themselves, small innovations, but together, it gives you an opportunity to disrupt the whole market. So this is a really interesting story, actually, and it's only partially us that was the rationale behind that, because obviously we were just getting into insurance, and so we were very reliant on our underwriter that was Munich Re Digital Partners at the time, and they were very insistent that we used a competent industry established underwriting platform, and as it happened, I put IBA onto their selection list, and you guys won. So it was sort of a bit of I suggested you, they took you into the list, they went through most of the European suppliers, and you guys came out on top, and we ended up with IB Suite. So. Yeah, so I think this is very important, that if you've got a big, highly functional transactional platform like IB Suite, you need to be able to create a customer journey that's not intrinsically joined to that platform in some way. You know how that platform works. You need to be able to build whatever you like at the front end, which will change very rapidly over time, right? You're constantly innovating, taking questions on and off forms, moving forms around, putting another, you need to be able to do all of that without requiring that platform underneath to change with you at the same speed, and so clearly APIs are the answer to that, right? You need to interact with that platform in a way that's decoupled from your web experience or your app or your digital front end, and that's how IBA allows us to continue to do that, right? Because it's got those APIs in place that we can interact with, and we're not tightly coupled into the functionality of the platform. I know there's always a bit of luck, right? But I think it's a combination of creating somewhere that people want to come. So, we were fortunate in that we were an insurtech in that time when insurtech was where everybody was moving to, and people wanted to get into small businesses that were giving them an opportunity to build something from scratch. So to some degree, it's about creating the opportunity in a place people want to be, and then to some degree, it's about finding, being rigorous when you speak to those people about making sure you are also interviewing for them as an individual joining your business, not just their technical skills. So I think a bit of both, bit of luck, bit of creating a great place to be, and a bit of rigor in, finding and attracting the right people. Yeah, this is a huge topic. Like coming up with the ideas for disruption is cheap and relatively easy, in the sense that if you take any group of smart people and put them in a room and say, describe what a better bank looks like, or describe what a better insurance company looks like, they'll give you perfectly sensible ideas that would disrupt the market. Right? The trouble is, executing on those ideas and getting adoption are very hard and expensive, right? And so what you need from your technology platform is not to slow you down in getting those ideas into the market and being able to test and iterate and build adoption. And so that, this whole kind of decoupling thing between APIs and front ends, and just being able to move relatively quickly. And so the thing that, for me, technology provides is the ability to innovate, keep moving, produce new services all the time, and it not be the critical path to all of those things, or at least not an unacceptable critical path. In some ways, it's always going to be the critical path, right? Because that's where all the engineering goes on and the hard work goes on. But it needs to be at a pace that makes innovation, testing small changes, achieving market adoption, economically viable. Probably the best. Right. Yeah. So I think from ManyPets, the direction we're heading now is more about pet health management and pet health services than pet insurance. And in order to do that, we need to expand our capability beyond insurance, right? So we need to be thinking about, providing video vet services or distributing pharmaceuticals, these sorts of things that are a broader offering to our customers. And so the whole API first, cloud-based, SaaS-based, sort of microservice architectures that we're all working to at the moment make that possible, right? Make it possible to glue in, let's say, our video vet service and have it properly integrated into our portals and into our apps. And so those, that trend needs to continue in that we need to keep building sort of orthogonal services in this SaaS API driven way. And obviously IB Suite kind of occupies a corner of that and is part of that SaaS platform. I think the thing that will probably make that all possible is breaking out payment collection, actually, because you need to be able to glue all these things together and charge a customer once at the end. So there's probably a bit of work to do on how we charge people and where those payment requests come from a relatively micro ManyPets IB Suite view of the world. And then at a bigger view of the world, AI has suddenly arrived, right? We've gone from it being bubbling away in the background for 15 years to being used in specific use cases. And now it's right in front of you on the web. You can go and play with it. And it feels like a new moment in technology. It feels like the launch of Google. I heard the other day it was the fastest ever service to 100 million users, faster than TikTok, for OpenAI, which is just extraordinary, right? So we're definitely at a tipping point in technology, probably for the third time in my career, which is, I don't know, somewhere between exciting and daunting, right? Yeah, so this is a bit of a cliche, but it's definitely the team. It's difficult to, everyone says that, right? But it's true, in that people make a business, and hiring the right people into your business is the way that you are able to continually move, continually disrupt. And we have some amazing people in the business. So it's the team.